So, I want to talk about birth trauma through the lens of past life regression and also just through the lens of being a human being. So, specifically, two kinds of birth trauma. First of all, a mother can go through tremendous trauma giving birth to a baby. Um, First of all, she can have expectations that she's going to have a particular kind of birth, and then things don't go the way she wanted them to, and she can find herself feeling guilty, feeling as if she didn't do a good enough job, feeling as if she was misled by doctors, people she trusted. So a woman can have all kinds of feelings about the birth, in addition to being physically really taxed beyond her strength. The recovery can be very difficult, especially if you've had a cesarean. And these feelings tend to be sort of submerged. They go underground because, of course, you have the joy of having a baby, but it can really color that as well. So there's that kind of birth trauma for the mother. And then there's the birth trauma of the baby. And what we know about consciousness is that we have complete access to all of our consciousness until the very moment of birth for most people. Most people take on the veil of forgetting when they're born. If you're somebody like Yogananda, he describes so beautifully being born and being in an awakened state and knowing himself as pure spirit. But most of us come to earth with the veil, where we don't know who we are. We don't remember that we're eternal beings. And so when we come here, we have all those memories, not only from the womb, but also from before the womb. So we remember our life between lives, we remember our other lifetimes. But the thing I want to talk about specifically is that most people don't realize that from the minute you conceive a baby, that baby is conscious of your feelings and your ideas, your conversations. And I want to include the partner in this. So whoever your partner is, if you have one, their attitudes towards the baby, your attitude towards the baby. Some babies are conceived in love. Some babies are conceived in an act of violence. Some babies are conceived by accident. And those feelings that the mother and the partner have about the baby are felt by the baby in utero. And I have had plenty of sessions where people go back to being in utero in their mother's body, and feelings of I wasn't wanted, or feelings of, oh, I'm so loved and I can't wait to be with my parents. And so this is something we have to be very conscious of. And one of the things we do in my sessions is that people sometimes come to me specifically for healing birth trauma. And you can heal your birth trauma from the womb through hypnosis. You can absolutely heal any feelings of birth trauma you have about having given birth through hypnosis and through healing work that we do. And so I just wanted to tell you that, you're not alone. If you have had traumatic births, or if you indeed feel as if you carry trauma from your birth and from your beginnings, don't think that you're alone, and don't think that that's something you don't deserve to heal from, because you do. So come see me, come talk to me. I'd be happy to work with you if you feel you have these kinds of traumas. And especially, I like to work with children. I'm going to do a separate TikTok about this, because children need to heal from their birth trauma as well. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope everybody's doing well.